Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website where you too can start a Scentsy club, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you my bi-monthly Scentsy club haul and a brief explanation of what I use Scentsy club for, and that came from a question off of Instagram where one of the people that follows me said, what do you do with your monthly, your bi-monthly, and your quarterly? Well, first off, I don't carry a monthly unless there is something really special that I want to get in a hurry that is something like, let's say, our Harvest Trio. I didn't do this, but as an example, our Harvest Trio has 3 different scents in it, and there's one that I do like more than the other 2 that maybe I would melt more of. If I really wanted to get a pile of that in a hurry, I would put it in my monthly Scentsy Club, and that would ship to me, and I wouldn't have to do the 3-bar bundles. That is the only way you can get it in the general website catalog area. So that would be about all I would use that for. I do have a bi-monthly, which is primarily things that I'm going to go through a lot, and more bakery and that type of thing than other types of scents. And then last, I have my quarterly club, which I personally use mostly for seasonal things. And then, there's the odd thing I throw in here and there where I like the scent, but I don't want as many as I would want coming to me bi-monthly. And Scentsy Club has the option, once a year you can skip each frequency. So I typically skip my bi-monthly in the summer and my quarterly in the winter. Sometimes I'll do one where they collide and then I will change that rhythm down the road. But you just have to be careful. It will give you a warning on the website if you're trying to skip your club when it's not within that 12-month period being gone by, and you would jeopardize losing your Always Get My Bar perk. So that leads me to Always Get My Bar. What is Always Get My Bar? That is the promise that Scentsy makes to you that if a bar retires and you put it in club, they will make it for you as long as you keep it in the club within their guidelines, which is just not skipping it in a shorter time period than every 12 months. So it's a fantastic program. It is free. It is something that I think is probably the very best part of being a Scentsy consumer. Even as a consultant, I view myself as a customer, especially with Scentsy Club. So my bi-monthly Scentsy Club haul for September of 2022 started with having more than $60 worth of bars in my club. I got a bonus this month of a whole package of cotton cleanups. And if you're not familiar with them, I don't typically use them, but this is my second freebie of this calendar year, so I do use them occasionally. These, you have a cute little tab on the top. You put the cotton bundle in and it soaks up all your wax. I tend to be one who just turns most of my warmers off when I go to bed at night, and I change the wax cold with a butter knife in the morning, but you can do it either way, and for free, I will certainly do it the easiest way possible, because I believe those are still $10 a bag. They used to be less, but with everything that had gone on in the last couple of years, the price did increase. I don't know if it will stay there. We will see. Anyway, next, because again, I had over $60 in my club, I unlocked what they call a half off item. So you tend to want to put a larger big ticket style item into that half off slot if you have your eye on it. So you could do the whiff box, which is $30. If you do a half off, then it's $15. And the whiff box is already a deal for what comes into the box. Typically it's closer to $40 or high 30s for the merchandise that comes in it. So getting it for $15 is a steal. But this month, I just wanted more of a particular scent that is retired from the spring-summer catalog. We're hoping it comes back in the bar next year. But in Scentsy Club, you can get my favorite fresh laundry scent, Jammy Time, in a brick. I call the bricks that are available in Scentsy Club their classics. That's not what Scentsy says, but to me, they are the best-selling scents that they then will make a brick out of and leave it in club. You can't get this just in the regular catalog. This is 5.5 bars of wax. And at half off, a $24 brick drops down to $12. You cannot beat that, and this is a great smell. It has freesia, sweet pea, lavender, maybe some jasmine. I don't think so. I think it's just got the others. And it's like the cuddliest bubble bath, bunny slippers, big fuzzy robe kind of a scent. My favorite thing other than the wax is the bubble bath in that, and people rave about it in laundry. So now we'll get on to all the bars. And there is a bar in this pile that was also a bonus because if you ordered your club in September, they actually threw in a free bar. So we'll get to that one. So let's just randomly pull off the top of the pile. Buckleberry is in my bi-monthly club from the Bring Back My Bar this summer. This is so nice. It's super saturated, deep, tart berry, and it's got the tiniest pinch of cinnamon and a little bit of bakery hiding in the background. It really isn't as bakery as you would think the name Buckleberry would suggest. So typically I either pair or mix this with a far more bakery scent, two of which are in this same club. I would either mix it with Oats and Honey or I would do alternating warmers with French toast. It's such a good berry scent though. I love it for fall. All right, here is one that I just put in my club recently when the spring summer catalog retired, and that is your Here Comes the Sunflowers, which is a beautiful smell. It's so good. It's got strawberries, it has musk, it has sunflower in it. It's probably not something I'm going to melt a lot in the colder months, but it's just one of those smells that I want to have, and if they were to discontinue it, because when the spring summer catalog retires, then we don't know what comes back next spring summer, and again, when the fall winter catalog will retire, there's no guarantee all of those smells are going to come back either. Anyway, so Here Comes the Sunflowers, and I really enjoy it. I may not leave that one and carry it all the way over, because I wouldn't be brokenhearted if I didn't get it again, but I at least wanted a couple more as a just in case. So next we have probably my favorite LTO from spring summer, which is Relax Vitamin R from the Vitamin Collection. This is such a lovely bar. It has, I believe, vanilla sugar and bergamot and sandalwood, but I do often get the notes in this one mixed up. But it's a really nice, soothing, kind of woody relaxation spa scent, but it's got so much warmth from the vanilla. It's very good. All right, then we have Borera Blossom, which was January of this year, so January 2022, Bring Back My Bar. This is the loveliest tropical, wonderful goodness. Oh, man. It kind of reminds me of Mahalo Coconut without the creaminess. It has orchid. It's got like Hawaiian fruits. But it's smooth and light and botanical and just gorgeous. So I really enjoy this in my bedroom most of the time. And it's one where if my club gets too crowded, I might cut it, but I don't want to. All right, next we have Caramel Vanilla Delight, which was from the Spring Summer June Bring Back My Bar. Oh, this is so nice. And I have just a ton of bakery bars in this club because I really like those scents. And I go through a lot of that kind of wax. So this one is caramel. It's rum. It's like a vanilla, creamy, almost ice cream base. So gorgeous. I think I have 2 bars in this shipment, and I did drop it down after the shipment locked in. So this is just one of those that goes with everything, sweet and creamy and nice. It's probably more spring, summer appropriate, but I will melt it any time of the year, and it is just deliciousness. Now, another thing that they just changed about Club. They used to make you lock in your shipment 10 days before it processed as far as what bars you wanted. Now they'll give you up to that day of processing, which is amazing. So you have more time to fiddle around with what you do or do not want, depending on your mood. So that was a really, really nice update that they just changed, I believe, this month of September. Here is Oats and Honey, which is such a great bar. This is the one that mixes the best with buckleberry and mixes pretty much with anything. It really is golden brown, delicious oatmeal, like a streusel oatmeal crumb topping. It is mellow. It doesn't have that funky sharpness that some of Scentsy's oatmeal scents can have. It is perfect. So this was Bring Back My Bar in January. I will be keeping this in my club for a long time. It's good on its own, but I think it's just a superb mixer. Next, we have Coco Lime, which was from Spring Summer. It always retires, but this is one I will not be taking a chance of taking out early. If this retired, I want to keep this in my club forever. It's coconut. It's wonderful zesty lime and just the tiniest pinch of like a lemon lime effervescence in the background. I love this smell. It's a medium throw. It's just happiness and sunshine in a bar. All right, next I have one which I am keeping in my club as a safeguard for next spring, summer, because Atlantic Air is one that I just fell in love with over this spring, summer season. This has been in the catalog for years. It will probably come back next year, but you just never know. So it's got this fresh, beautiful sea salt air, but it's just very like North Atlantic aquatic. I mean, they call it Atlantic air. And it's got this whisper of orchid. It's gorgeous, you guys. So I did not want to risk possibly losing that just in case Scentsy changed things up. Next, I have one that when this retired, everybody was so sad. Almond Croissant. It is such a good bakery scent. This is flaky croissant dough and almond filling and a sprinkling of cinnamon sugar. It's such a comforting, homey smell. And I feel like this is good all year round. It started out as a fall bakery scent. Then it was in the catalog. Oh my gosh. It was in the catalog all seasons. And then they eventually retired it. I don't want to be without my almond croissant. Right now I've got 2 bars coming bi-monthly. I may drop that down to 1, but that would still give me like 5 bars a year. But it is such a nice smell, and I was very sad to see that leave our catalog. Now, I do have a few in here. Just looking at the calendar and the timing of shipments, I threw a few regular catalog bars in with the ones that are retired just for this particular shipment, and then I pulled them right away. So Graham Cracker Crunch is currently available in our catalog. I was just almost out. So I wanted some more. And this is such a nice smell also, but it's not as high on my list as Almond Croissant for scent appeal for me personally. But it's an amazing mixer, and it's very homey for like September, October. So it's graham crackers, peanut butter, vanilla. It's really nice, and it is a gentle and good mixer with things like apple cherry strudel, excellent with sugared strawberry, which is in my quarterly club, and it's just a great all-around team player scent. So, time for a little sip of tea. Today it's hot apple cider tea. It's nice. This one is from, I think, the Republic of Tea. I just got a couple of shipments for fall, and I'm loving the new ones. So good. Okay, next we have Vanilla Waves. Ooh, this is really not working. Sometimes the ring light just totally blasts out the color, so I have to put it on an angle. And Vanilla Waves. This was spring, summer, and honestly, the year before, they kept this thing the whole season, fall, winter, even into the next catalog. So the fact that they pulled it this time, my youngest daughter loves this smell, and I have fallen in love with it over this spring, summer. So it's vanilla, it's sea salt, it's caramel. It's definitely summery, but it's a good mixer. It's very nice with lavender scents. It's very nice with several different things. We did not want to be without it. So good. Nice and strong, too. Okay, next we have one of my favorite manly scents, which is World Traveler. Now this one falls right in between sort of a library oaky old world scent and a men's cologne. It has oak, it's got dark berries, it has complexity to it. It is really unique, and it was a scent of the month in August years ago, and then I didn't have any for forever, and it got voted back for the January Bring Back My Bar. It is so nice. I really love this in the winter and the early spring, although I'll melt it any time of the year. Sophisticated goodness. Love it. Good throw, too. Okay, and here, if you got me down to like only 5 bars in my bi-monthly, apple butter frosting would be right at the top of that list. This is such a good bar. It is homey, it is cuddly, it is comforting. For a long time, it was a year-round smell. They just retired it recently. 2 bars bi-monthly, and that's not dropping down. Oh, this is so good, you guys. So there's the buttercream frosting, there's the apple butter, there's the spice. So it's mellow, gentle, huggy goodness, and it does not want to come out of the clam. There we go. It almost smells a little bit like almond extract and cherry pie filling because the apple is so sweet and intense with all that buttercream. It's phenomenal. Anyway, 2 bars bi-monthly, not going anywhere. Okay, now we have the good old adorable French toast. And look, the little French toast slices have a beret and a French mustache. It's so cute. I love this. I had myself convinced I didn't because I'd gotten a truly like rancid bar at one time. It's amazing when it's fresh. I actually have this going right now. 2 cubes of pumpkin cinnamon swirl to 1 cube of French toast because this is much stronger. Gives you a perfect pumpkin French toast for fall. Deliciousness. So eggy, maple syrupy, cinnamony, brown sugary, amazing delightfulness. Then this one is a new addition to my club, Tiare and Coconut. I think it's even still currently available, but when the Island Days Wax collection goes back into retirement, which usually the LTOs never even show up ever again, I really liked this. I like Lush Gardenia too. So this is sort of like Lush Gardenia Light. It's got coconut in it with the tiare. Oh, it's so good. It's like for me, the perfect summertime tropical floral with all that coconut. I absolutely adored it. It was one of my favorite things that came out over the summer, and it will be staying in my club for a good long time. All right, next is my favorite toffee caramel scent, Toffee Butter Crunch. This is scrumptious, you guys. It's so good. So it's deeper than like your salted caramel toffee, because this has a nice toffee and then candied caramelized walnut note. So it gives it more staying power. It's nice and sweet. It's excellent if you want to melt it with cozy chai. It's really good with certain apple scents. It would even be good with some pumpkin. Just the happiest smell. And I do melt that one all year. I only get one though. Okay, next is one that I did pull after this particular club process, and that is the beautiful Cinderella bar that we had in the spring. It's gorgeous though, you guys. I think this makes 4 or 4.5 bars that are in my stash. I won't melt it terribly often. If I remember right, this has gardenia and frosted lemon. It is the lightest, loveliest floral, perfect for a bedroom or a bathroom, and since I just won't go through it that fast, I think I have enough for a while. But I'm not a real floral lover. I like certain florals. Oddly enough, I love Lush Gardenia. I don't really care for lilacs and violets the way I like Lush Gardenia. So I guess gardenia and certain tiare flower and coconut things, it's my jam if I'm going to do a floral, and this is gorgeous. Okay, butter pecan. This one, if you were sad because it retired and you didn't club it, in the month of October, it will be in one of our bundles where you can do the 4 retired bars for free with certain warmers, select warmers, I guess would be the way to put it. Butter pecan is so nice. It'll be staying in my club. So it's got the roasty, toasty pecans and the really smooth, rich, like butter pecan, almost like a pecan sandy or an ice cream. It's delicious. This is very good with pumpkin in alternating warmers. It's just happy. And it is more of a cool weather scent, but I do melt this when I get a craving for nutty and toasty any time of the year. Right, the amazing and complex Southern Evening is next. This bar, I almost missed out on it because in January, there was this collision of things as consultants that we needed to consider. So we had the new releases, we had the Bring Back My Bars, and then we had the extra bonus Bring Back My Bars, which I was very grateful for. But there were just too many things to order and review all at one time. So like last day of January, I threw 1 bar of Southern Evening as kind of I didn't really try it. I haven't had it in forever. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Like lucky, sort of a Hail Mary pass into my club. I'm so glad I did. It's amazing. I've been melting it this summer and loving it. It's perfumey, but it's deep. It's got not gardenia. It's got geranium. It has lavender. It has these musky fruits. It's just the most mysterious scent. So it's sort of masculine, sort of feminine. Kind of reminds me of Bow Ties and Bourbon from Bath & Body Works. So good. And it's one you want to leave in your warmers for a couple days because its personality changes and develops as it goes. I have a second bar of Almond Croissant, which we already talked about. Ooh, the next one. The next one is a good one. Mandarin Moon, which was from, I think, the summer Bring Back My Bar, or it was January. They all run together after a while. This is good, you guys. This is the perfect fall spiced orange harvest scent. It's not a Christmas orange, it is a fall orange spice with anise and ginger, and it just makes you want to go out and take a hayride, and it is fantastic. Very homey, very warm, but just pitch perfect. Another bar of Caramel Vanilla Delight. Ooh, love and happiness. This is such a charming smell. This is an unusual scent though. It's got vanilla, it's got chestnut. It has almost like a powderiness to it that sounds off-putting, but it's really good. It's sort of between a perfume and a gourmand and a cologne all at the same time. And I really like this in the bedroom. I like this on a very cold day where you need some cuddliness, and that is love and happiness. right, here's another one that I just threw in because I was like out of bars, and that was First Day of Fall. This is current catalog. This is like golden woods, pumpkin, some nutmeg, some cinnamon. It's kind of sharp and a little bit woodsy, even though it's not really a pumpkin spice scent in that same vein as your more bakery ones. But it's very good. And everybody on Instagram was like, oh, First Day of Fall. They were melting First Day of Fall. On the First Day of Fall, I thought I was completely out, so I had ordered this. And of course, when I sorted my bars, I found a half bar that I should have used that day, but I just missed it. Too many orange bars. So it's a really, really good solid scent. Excellent for that cool middle of the fall. My younger daughter loves it. Next, we have Vanilla Bourbon. This is a temperamental bar, you guys. My younger daughter loves it. She melts it in her room. Sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes I can't smell it at all. So it's got vanilla, it has the bourbon, it has a pinch of nutmeg. It's just a really nice, smooth, gentle scent. It just likes to play hide and seek with whether or not it's going to perform. Okay, next I have 2 bars of lemon coconut chiffon. And if I could say there is a prize for the best lemon scent Scentsy's ever made, for me, this is absolutely it. So it is coconut and lemon chiffon cake. It's got like a custardy scent with the toasted coconut. Oh my goodness. And the lemon cake. Oh, you guys. It's phenomenal. Oh, again, like top 5 bars. I think this would make it. Like I would not be able to get rid of it. 2 bars, bi-monthly, not dropping that one down. So here's our thank you bar for ordering in September. Fairy Tale Pumpkin, which I already had a bar of, not thinking that it was coming back in the catalog this fall. Ooh, and this thing's already sweaty. This is so strange. It's good strange. It makes me happy, but it's weird. So it's like you have your bucket of Halloween candy, and somebody plunked a blueberry muffin in there too, and then you stuffed your nose in it. So it's got a kind of a licorice note, it's got a candy note, and then it has the blueberry muffin that's made from that boxed mix where it's not real blueberries. It's the little like dyed blue, I think they're dried apple bits, suspect stuff. That's what I get out of this, but it's fun. Anyway, and it was free. So another bar where I was just going to be out and I wanted more in a hurry was Blackberry Spice. This is a new release from this fall. I am loving this bar, you guys. Oh man. It doesn't last a super long time. Those top notes of like blackberry and blueberry, and then it's got the cedar and it's got the spices. It's warm, happy, cuddly goodness. This will probably go into my club when the fall winter catalog retires because I can't see this carrying over. I would love it to carry over into spring summer. I think this could be like a welcome home type scent all the time, because they always keep that sort of generic cinnamon sugar welcome home smell in the spice category. I wish that they would keep that in there too. I doubt they will, but I will be putting it in my club so I can melt it all year. Okay, another apple butter frosting, which we already talked about. It's the best. Another one that I threw in because I didn't want to be without, and that was apple and cinnamon sticks. This is a really interesting bar. I won't be getting more. I always like to have 1 bar of this. Many of the scents that I really enjoy, I want to have 2 or 3 in my stash so I can melt a whole bar, have one sort of on deck, and then be like, oh yeah, I need to order again without panicking. But this one, like if I'm out in between orders, it's okay. But it's got apple, it's got oak, it's got white pumpkin, it has a little bit of cinnamon. It's almost a little bit more woodsy than you would think an apple cinnamon scent's going to be. It's good though, but it's one that I crave on occasion. Anyway, it's very nice. And this right now is in our counter clean in the Harvest collection, and I do like that in the kitchen a lot. I think that's everything, guys. So again, answering your question, my bi-monthly club is heavy on the bakery. My quarterly club is heavy on the seasonal, especially Christmas. So that is what I have. If you love scents and specific scents that you worry about losing, you can absolutely start a Scentsy club. If you need a consultant, my website is always open. I'm taking new customers at any time. I delight in interacting with all of you. If you're already with a consultant and you don't have a club, just go onto their website. You'll see a either create a subscription or edit subscription under the Scentsy Club tab. If you don't know exactly what to do, you can watch their videos and get started on being able to save the most precious links to our emotions and our memories and just a good old time in the house, melting wax. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.